All right, check this out, guys. I can actually zoom with these Meta Ray-Ban displays with just a pinch and roll. This is wild. All right, check this out, guys.
Ray-Ban. Meta just launched some of the most revolutionary consumer tech products of the year. Meta Ray-Ban Display and Meta Neural Band, which will fundamentally change the way you interact with the world. Let me show you why. So we're all familiar with Ray-Ban Meta. Meta Ray-Ban Display features a full-color monocular display built right into the lens, which is super useful because you can see your notifications, messages, video calls, live translation, AI information, and navigation overlays without having to take out your phone. You can also capture hands-free POV footage with an ultra-wide 12-megapixel camera with viewfinder and 3x zoom functionality, and preview your photos in display before capturing. Now, to interact with the glasses, you can use the four-way capacitive touchpad, which you may be familiar with, or, and this is the crazy part because it feels like magic, you can use Meta Neural Band. Look, every new computing platform comes with a new way to interact. The Meta Neural Band uses industry-leading EMG technology, which basically interprets electrical signals created by your muscle activity to control the glasses. It is a huge technical feat because everybody's muscles are different, so breakthrough deep learning algorithms were developed so it works out of the box for nearly anyone. I can guarantee that the first time you try it to silently scroll and click,
I mean, this is basically what the interaction looks like. A friend texts you, shows up in the corner of your eye, it's off center, so it doesn't block your view. Swipe a couple of times, I brought up the camera, I want to zoom in, I just turn my finger a little bit. Actually, that's one of the coolest, is when you're playing music, the way that you change the volume is you pretend that there's a dial and you turn your wrist, and it just feels like magic. It's like really fun. The other big breakthrough is that they pair with this guy, the Meta Neural Band, the first mainstream neural interface, as the way to control them. You just respond as easy as moving your finger like this. But I think that this is a pretty big breakthrough. So I'm very excited about this. These are glasses with the classic style that you'd expect from Ray-Ban, but they're the first AI glasses with a high-resolution display. These are glasses with the classic style that you'd expect from Ray-Ban, but they're the first AI glasses with a high-resolution display. Now, we are focused on designing glasses with a few clear values. Number one, they need to be great glasses first. We have spent years of engineering obsessing over how to shave every fraction of a millimeter and portion of a gram that we can from every pair of glasses that we ship, and I think that that shows in the work. Number two, the technology needs to get out of the way. The promise of glasses is to preserve this sense of presence that you have when you're with other people. Number three, take superintelligence seriously. This is going to be the most important technology in our life. AI should serve people, not just be something that sits in a data center automating large parts of society.
Look at these. These are the new Meta Ray-Ban Display, and I got to test them. So here's what they can do. Say you're walking down the street and you need directions. You pop up a map to tell you where to go. It appears right here. And to do that, you can see I'm using this. Sensors in this band track electrical signals in your wrist, which lets you control what's happening on the display. So like this is to select something, and this is to scroll. Now say you're talking to someone. Maybe you have a hard time hearing sometimes, or maybe it's loud. So you turn on captions in real time. Even if they're speaking another language, it's translating live in front of me. All of the text and display elements sort of hover at arm's length in front of you, like a hologram. Now say you're relaxing outside. You get a text. You don't open your phone. Instead, you write your reply with your finger. And it was surprisingly good at figuring out my bad handwriting. You can also just talk aloud.
Yes, I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way.
There's a lot more. Maybe you want step-by-step instructions for how to make something from your fridge.
To make an iced matcha latte, whisk matcha powder with hot water and serve over ice.
Or, and this happens to me a lot, maybe you don't know what something is on a menu.
A hearty beef stew cooked in red wine.
Thank you. That looks pretty good.
But what I found most interesting was actually just getting answers to stuff I'm curious about out in the world.
Look at these. What kinds of columns are those?
Those are Corinthian columns.
And of course, maybe you want to take a photo. You can zoom with your hand. And whenever you're taking pictures or recording, a little light turns on so that people know. It doesn't work if you cover it. So if you want to check them out, hurry, because stock's running low. You can
So this band uses a technique called electromyography. It is essentially a little sensor that can read the impulses that your muscles are giving off, so that when you move your hand, it makes little electronic signals that can be picked up by the sensors.
So it's literally like reading your nerves in real time?
It's not your nerves, actually. It's reading your muscles. So our muscles have what is called an action potential. You can actually read like little voltage spikes inside of our muscles. And so this technique can measure those. That's called an action potential. So as our nerves communicate to our muscles, they kind of release a neurotransmitter, and then that causes calcium ions to get like flooded through in what's called an action potential of your muscles. And so we can read the movement of these ions as electric fields. And from that, you can get that into a digital signal that can then go into a machine learning model and detect if your fingers are doing this.